My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to the show, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am very grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a big Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. Um, Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live or when I post videos. TGIF, Soul Family, thank God it's Freya's Day. We are every Freya's Day we do divine feminine messages. Unfortunately today I'm just doing an overall general message for the collective. So please only take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, don't pick it up and carry it. Make sure, as Gary from Alternative Interactions would say, you can observe it without absorbing it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to ding this little bell here to clear out the space. Breathe it in. Alrighty. So there we go. I cleansed out the space, cleansed out these cards because I had that little, this is what I used, a little singing bowl to clean out the cards and clean out the space. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alrighty, so today is August 7th. 8 and a 7 is a 15, which adds up to a 6. With the energetic year of 1, which is 7, which talks about our the evolution, tapping into our Christ consciousness, learning hard lessons so that we can evolve, we can elevate. So this is absolutely beautiful. When it comes to the 7 energy, it's all about your thoughts. Before I started the reading, I seen 111, 1111, actually 1111 and 1144. So I looked it up and it talks about your thoughts are manifesting very, very quickly. So be aware of your thoughts. Use that sword that's in your magician box very wisely. Keep your thoughts positive. Keep them where you want to manifest, because we're only a day away from the Lion's Gate and then the solar eclipse portal. So your thoughts are manifesting very quickly. Our thoughts are very, very magical. So be aware of that. Be aware of your consciousness. Be aware of where you put your thoughts, where you put your emotions, because they're both very, very important. All right. So let's go ahead and pull we got 2 divine feminine cards. Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. Yeah, so keep them emotions in the high vibration of love, light. We have the Black Madonna. I transform pain and suffering into greater capacity of love. So for some of you, and then we have the Hermit. Some of you have been through the dark night of the soul, where you have transmuted any darkness, any shadows into the light, into a high vibrational energy. All right. So that is absolutely beautiful. Let's see what 2 cards popped out. We have Yemoha, the goddess of all that flows. I'm an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. What did I say about birthing your reality? Being in that flow, that positive flow of love and light. So because you're manifesting very quickly. Look how she's got that, her crown is activated, right? And then we have Yeshi Sogiel. I don't know. I'm sorry if I chopped that up. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So if you look on this card, this, and even though these are divine feminine cards, I don't know why I'm getting a masculine energy off of this card. So it's about staying in balance with your masculine feminine energy, your darkness and your light, addressing anything that comes up, address it, bring it up and transmute it is very, very important here, collective. So let's go ahead and do the number for Yemoha is 194. So 1 and a 9 adds up to a 10 plus a 1 with the 4 is a 5. So fives talk about changes. Fives are changes that are very, very hard to make because it tells me that you're like halfway down, right? You're halfway to that new start, right? To that 10 energy, to that brand new, that fool's mode where you're letting go of everything that no longer serves you. You're packing light, you're trusting the divine to take that leap of faith, right? So the fives are about the hard challenges that we need to address to bring ourselves into that state of balance, with our masculine and feminine energy. Okay. So let's, and then Yeshi, I'm sorry, I know I'm pronouncing it. They are back to back, and it is a 1 2 1. So 1 and a 2 is a 3 plus a 1 is a 4. You have 1044, 4 and a 4 is an 8 plus 1 is a 9. So that goes back to the hermit, right? The hermit card, going through that darkness, going through that pain and suffering, transmuting it, learning what you needed to learn to make the changes outside of yourself. When you're in that hermit mode, that's why you're in the hermit mode. You go through that dark night of the soul. When you go through that period of darkness, you find missing pieces of yourself that need to be healed, so that when you come out into the light, you bring all of that into you and you integrate it into the lessons, into your soul's evolution. All right. So these two cards are back to back. So there could be something happening back to back here. Perhaps when the portal with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, because the lunar eclipse is in Pisces, and this is a mermaid. Mermaids are all about Pisces, fish. Okay, so the portal, the 8-8 Lion's Gate, which is actually 8-8, which is a 16, plus the energetic year of 1, which is a 17, 8-8-8, and then you go into 4 days later, we're going to have the solar eclipse in Leo, sun and the moon both in Leo. So again, our thoughts are creating our reality. Our emotions are creating our reality. Stand strong, stay calm, stay at peace. What has not killed you has only made you stronger. And then you go 2 weeks later into the lunar eclipse in Pisces, which talks about, it's the 12th house, right? Endings, completions, things that are hidden come into the light because we got all these retrogrades happening: Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Chiron. They're all retrograde. All right. So somebody needs to hear that today. And if you are going through it and you're standing in your power and your sovereign authority, bless you, because trust me, I know what it feels like. I've been there, did that, and it's a very, very hard path. It's very, very hard to stay in that peaceful energy. All right, so let's see, at 194. All right, so Yamoha represents the creative force of the unconscious, the secret depths that bring the unseen into the physical realm. African goddess Yomoha gave birth to all the 14 gods and goddesses in the Yoruba religion. She is caring and nurturing, yet also fiercely protective and strong, with a desire to relieve her children of any struggles or sorrows. Remember the Black Madonna: pain, suffering. All right. She is worshipped at the ocean or in any flowing body of water, though it is said that her true home is the Ogun River in Nigeria. She is considered to be a mermaid whose energy, blessings, and power flows through all forms of water, cleansing, renewing, inspiring, and reminding us of the limitless love we are. So, what I recommend here, collective, is to do a spiritual bath, a spiritual shower, Say some affirmations, activate your water when you're drinking it, stay away from city water because it's calcified, has chlorine in it. And if you're going to have to drink city water, boil it. Boil it and then let it cool and throw some affirmations in it. Because water is our, it's in our body. We need that. We need to keep our vibrations high. All right. In Brazil, the Uruguay, I'm sorry, I'm chopping it up. She is succulent food and gifts on tiny boats cast out to the sea from the beaches. Her worshippers ask her to give them her blessings so that her desires in the new year can manifest. She is the queen of the ocean, the ruler of the subconscious, and the creative force that allows us to translate the inevitable into art. As the mother of all, she is the energy that brings new life into the world. So Neptune is retrograde in Aries. Neptune is ruled by Pisces. Neptune rules our unconscious. It rules our intuition. It rules our psychic abilities. It also rules, on a negative side, the illusions. So it's retrograde, which talks about the illusions when it comes to how we identify with who we are and what we want to manifest into our reality and the emotions that we put into it, because Aries can rule aggression, it can rule passion. It depends on that emotion that you send out into the universe. All right. So Yamoha creates a flow where before there was a block or a stagnation in our life force. When we feel uninspired or stuck in life or in a creative endeavor, from having a child to writing a book, Yamoja is the feminine essence that sets our energy back in motion. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this beautiful divine feminine's name, but you know, as a mermaid, she exists both in the world and also in the unseen depths. She can help us dive deep down into the unconscious or into the collective unconsciousness and retrieve the hidden secrets or the wise pearls that we need to integrate now for our life to flow again. As the queen of the ocean, she baptizes us to start over, to begin again right now, to let everything become brand new. So today's energy being in a seven energy, and then tomorrow being an eight with the Lion's Gate, that talks about our new beginnings. It talks about, the eight Lion's Gate, our new beginnings. We're entering into a season of harvesting from now until, I don't know, maybe the end of the year, or everybody's different. We're all on that journey. Okay. Um, So somebody could be getting baptized for some of you. Maybe you're doing a self baptism, because baptizing represents water. What do when we get baptized? We get dunked in water. So for some of you, maybe you have the power to self baptize, or maybe you have the power to alchemize water into cleansing and clearing, and being maybe a high priestess, or just standing in your sovereignty and saying, listen, I this is my divine sovereignty, or this is my sovereign authority to cleanse and clear, and boom, it happens. All right. um she encounters us to use water as a ritual to send our offerings to her, to bless our bodies in a warm bath, or a walk along a body of water, and allow its perspective to give us the answer or blessing we seek. This beautiful divine feminine wants to cleanse us of the thoughts that are holding us back. Why do children calm down after a bath? Why do we feel healed and more centered after a lifelong soak? Water is the element that held us in the womb. The return of our first and most primal element, the loss of gravity, the freedom of buoyancy. This allows us to release feelings or thoughts of being trapped or stuck. Yumoha reminds us to use your tail. Not You are not of this earth, you are of the sea. So I could be talking to my star seeds who are otherworldly, right? I could be talking to my Venusians, or another otherworldly star seed. All right. So the tail would represent your root chakra. The root chakra is on the tailbone. It's located on your tailbone. Um, so just letting you, I'm just pulling out all the avenues here. I'm trying to give you what I know. I don't know everything, but I am on a learning journey just like you. And what I know, I will share with you. Right. So, 121 for the next one. So something about grounding your energy with that earth, the root chakra, doing a salt bath, sitting in a salt bath, putting your butt on the ground if you can, walking on the ground, activating your earth star chakra and pulling that energy up through your feet, up through your tailbone, and then connected it into your heart, pulling that energy up from Mother Earth, right? All right, so embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment, and that's the root chakra, your body, your health, your family, and your money. Your body is earth, the root chakra, all right? So she represents a deep wisdom that has been much misunderstood. She is the ultimate spiritual wisdom that the human body is all that is needed for enlightenment. Yeshua was born a princess in Tibet in 777 CE. It's no coincidence that today's number adds up to a 7. So sevens are significant today. Sevens are about learning lessons for fast ascension process to take our next step on our journey to the light. All right. So, according to legend, she was born in the same way as the Buddha. A mantra res- resounded, and her mother gave birth to Yeshi painlessly. Her name means Wisdom Lake Queen because at the moment of her birth, a nearby lake doubled in size. So, something about water is very significant today, collective. Her waters of enlightenment. From a young age, this beautiful divine feminine only wanted to practice the Dharma instead of getting married. But the Emperor of Tibet gave her a Padmas. Oh my goodness. Why do they got these freaking words you cannot explain? I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to skip it. Who had traveled to Tibet from India to spread the Buddhist teachings. He became her main consort and husband, and together they each followed their own lineage of Buddhist teachings. So the Buddhism is where you sit in meditation and you do the or Buddha's also, um they believe in karma. What you put out there, you get back. Okay. So that could be significant. Maybe you need to check into Buddha sound waves or practice being a Buddha by sitting on the ground and channeling. Because some of you may be getting some sort of a download, sitting on the ground, grounding your energy, and doing the vibration. Something about the vibration, or in a bathtub, a salt bath, and do it. Use the Om Buddha's vibration. Okay, I got that out. um, she spent many years isolated in meditation and accomplished several cycles of tantric spiritual practices. She received esoteric initiations and became known as a fully enlightened Buddha in the form of an ordinary woman. She is also considered to be an incarnation of Vajrayagoni. I don't know. I want to say your yoni, but I don't know. I can't pronounce these words. And her husband predicted that she would reincarnate as the legendary Tibetan Buddhist tantric teacher and yogini Mashig Lab. I don't know. Anyways, something about tantric, something about a tantric uh, Kundalini awakening or some sort of a tantric thing. When I think of tantric, I think of sexual things. So, and when you do a Kundalini awakening, you literally feel it like it's the snake curling up. If you've ever never felt a Kundalini awakening or felt your Kundalini, It literally feels warm from your tailbone going up your spine. I mean, literally, it's like a warming sensation that'll go up your tailbone. Um, I experienced it, so I kind of know a little bit about it. So she's coming to you today to let you know it can be so easy to forget that everything we touch, everything we say, and everything we do is not separate from the divine. Yes, she embodied one of the most potent spiritual truths. The female body is an asset to enlightenment, not a hindrance. The body is a vehicle to free us from the idea that there are any limitations to reality. Tantra, which weaves together the sacred and the mundane to reveal the spiritual nature of all things, allowed Yeshi to realize that she was both an ordinary woman and an incarnation of the Buddha. I don't know how to pronounce that name. We are both human and divine. We are both a mortal body and an eternal essence that continues on. The body too often can be the scapegoat for so much hate, distrust, and violence. The body holds infinite wisdom, pleasure, and possibilities. This is the moment to see your gorgeous body as a tremendous gift it is. It's the moment to realize that there are no greater intoxication than just being fully in your body from head to soul. What did I say about the Christ consciousness, the crown chakra? Yeshi is the call to remember that holiness of your flesh, the deep wisdom of your body contains a temple you walk around in every day. All right. So that is a beautiful opening message for the collective. Okay. So let's see what emoji, what your intuition is telling you. Take your time. So something about timing. And number 43, another 7. Sevens are very significant to this reading. Yeshi, share a breath. So do some breathing work. Do some breathing work to clear out the fog in your mind, your crown chakra. How many times have you ever did 5 deep breaths in and hold them and exhale them slowly, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoo, the whole world starts spinning. That's crown chakra working, all right? So don't do it standing up, and don't do it while you're driving. Do it while you're sitting. Do it while you're in meditation. Do it while you're in that salt bath, all right? What did I say about the salt bath or a cleanse? Right there it is. And then get grounded. I'm telling you, this is very important. 223 is a 7, another 7. Yeah, feed your spirit with healthy, loving energy. All right. Take your time. Don't rush. All right. So Yemoha, the goddess of all that flows, says, slow down, take your time. There's no rush right now to make decisions. You can't feel your vibes, let alone trust them. If you're overbooked, juggling too many things at one time, constantly playing catch up or racing around like crazy, being that hurried will not only dim your awareness to nothing more than a whirling gray fog of confusion, but you'll also miss the subtle, intuitive guidance of your soul. Remember, when I first started this reading, I had said I seen 1111 and 1144. It's all about manifestations. Okay. The pace you're keeping is caused by the fear that there isn't enough time left. So pull it. When it comes to this, there's enough for everyone and everything, including time. You're being guided to allow time to work in your favor. So remember I said about the portal starting tomorrow, the Lionsgate 8-8 portal. Then we have the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. This could be a time frame where it would be a good time to cleanse yourself. Or for some of you, maybe you are cleansing things. Maybe you're releasing attachments. You're releasing things that no longer serve you when it comes to your body, things that have been attached to your root chakra, such as maybe health issues with Chiron retrograde in Taurus, or clearing out any dark energies in that hermit mode of pain and suffering. Maybe shifting your mindset would be a good time. realizing that you're an infinite individual, right? So the Lion's Gate through to the lunar eclipse in Pisces, there's something about that time with all the sevens that you need to know. And then add 1111 and 1144 to it, okay? You're being guided to allow time to work in your favor. Assume a more leisurely rhythm and trust and actually stretch time. The elements necessary for your success aren't fully present yet, but they're coming together behind the scenes. Wait a little longer until more become evident. You'll be glad you did. Trust your vibes to wait patiently for the right moment to make a decision, and don't let anyone pressure you to do otherwise. All right. So you may be feeling the pressure on your crown chakra, where you know that um, it's like you can feel it. You can feel it because the crown chakra is our, it's this, right? Maybe you're feeling the pressure on your head. Maybe you're feeling touches. Maybe like myself, I've been experiencing headaches. Maybe that's a sign that I'm ascending into the higher level. If you're experiencing something similar, that is an ascension symptom. When we're ascending, our bodies go through the symptoms. How many of you have ever? I'm a very tall person, okay? And as a child, I remember when I would go through my growth spurts, my body would physically hurt. I would have severe leg cramps. Your soul does the same thing, the exact same thing. When your soul is ascending, you go through the physical symptoms within your body. So this next 3 weeks is going to be very important to keep yourself grounded, keep yourself cleansed, keep yourself in prayer if that's what you keep yourself positive, keep the vibes positive, keep your thoughts positive, keep your emotions positive. All of that is going to be very important because us as a collective, as humans, are going through a rebirth, and humanity is going through an evolution where the end of the fifth root race of humanity is coming, it's completing, and we're stepping into the sixth root race of humanity where we're going to be more evolved, we're going to be more spiritual, less religious, we're going to be more open, we're being cleansed of the darkness, any attachments, anything that needs to be let go of. We're going through that time frame where we're going through the great awakening, cleansing of everything and anything that no longer serves us. And if you're in the middle of spiritual warfare, or you're having some crazy dreams on the astral realm, or getting attacked in your dreams, that's the reason. Because we're in the spiritual warfare where the darkness doesn't want to let go. They want to try to keep as many humans enslaved in the 3D reality as they can. We need to see that. We need to wake up and see that. We need to see that we're all connected. We have all the essence of the highest light within us already. So if you've been through a journey like I have with being CSA'd, SA'd, being a lot of pain and suffering, losing a lot of friends, feeling isolated and alienated, and things falling away, that's the reason. That's the reason. Okay? Because you are part of the 144 collective, the chosen ones who are otherworldly, who come down for this great earthly cleanse. Okay? So, keep breathing. Keep your breath work positive. Keep breathing, because when you breathe in positivity, you hold it, and you allow that breath to work. And when you exhale, visualize everything, all that stagnant energy, all that negative energy being released. Let it go. Um, that's what happens when you do Reiki, when you do hypnotherapy. If you ever did a hypnotherapy session with me, even if you watched it online, with the videos that I have posted, I always do breathing, always, because it awakens the stagnant energy and helps to open you up. Okay. All right. So By the way, if you would like a hypnotherapy session, I have videos for sale. All right. So, one of the best ways to open up to positive communication and good vibrations with others is to share a breath. Observe their breathing patterns and match it with your own. Do this for 4 or 5 breaths. What did I say? Longer if possible. You can enhance this report by breathing deeply in through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. This relaxes your muscles, relieves tension, and opens your fifth chakra, your throat chakra, or communication center to a higher vibration. Sharing a breath is particularly effective when you feel anxious or are having difficulty understanding or agreeing with another. It's a powerful technique in diffusing conflicts because your spirit connects and establishes a common vibration, making a harmony in thought and emotion. A shared breath is a shared spirit and invites solution, creativity, and cooperation to any situation. This is exactly what is needed right now, especially with all these sevens coming out. All right. So let's go ahead and pull some wisdom. What is some wisdom? Take your time with your moha. What is some wisdom? Okay, so we have the third eye chakra, balance. So look at the haters. You have some haters. They could be doing something on a timely schedule. And then we have gratitude, which you're going to put on the other one. So we have two third eye chakras coming out. This talks about these two are best friends, and one of them writes a letter to Lucy's child, her unborn child. It lets her know how great Lucy is, how wonderful she is, right? See the red, the root chakra. Attaching to the heart space. See all the growth? On the bottom of the deck, we have Sis, which is the sacral chakra, which is our empathy, our compassion, our intuition. For some of you, you are highly empathic. Some of you could be mediums. Look, finding that state of balance, being of service to humanity, standing in your power, and accepting who you are here in the root chakra. Some of you are going through a purification. All right, so balance. And this is Yamoha and take your time. I must create before the opportunity disappears. Right, take your time, right? Periwinkle is a small town theater actor with big time. So somebody has a very positive talent here. Maybe, like I said, a hypnotherapist or doing breathing work, doing that breathing work, activating that kundalini, being in that tantric Buddha Om energy. All right. Um, An agent arrives at a small town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything at once that once mattered to him to be available for fame. So you may have a clout chaser who are haters. She offers him, okay, wait a minute. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He is told that he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living in a loving reality. Running towards something may chase it away. So, yes, don't chase something. I attract, I do not chase. Say it with me. I attract, I do not chase. What's meant for me flows easily. I attract what's meant for me. Say those positive affirmations while breathing in between. Okay. So releasing the old patterns of chasing things and then they disappear. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Um, Chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behaviors, dietary imbalance, being result oriented, self neglect, and honoring values. So Yamoji is coming in to assist you. to help you birth something that is meant for you in reality, and telling you to be patient. Be patient, because for some of you, with the balance card, this could be talking about Big Daddy Saturn coming up into the house, and somebody could be receiving some karma for something that they were doing on a daily basis, or a timetable, right? When it comes to timing, a time schedule. And I feel like it's definitely some haters. See how they're hating? Because why? Because you are about to achieve something. You are birthing a new you. You're being in that flow. And you got some clout chasers who could be attacking your root chakra, your health. That's the root chakra. Health, family, your body, your money. Okay? So gratitude. I am so glad you are in my life. Lucy's best friend writes a letter to Lucy's unborn child. She does this so that one day the child will understand how extraordinary her mother is. Lucy is a friend from Indigo. So some of you are Indigo child. That represents that you are otherworldly. You are highly empathic. All right. Someone who always supports, never judges, always sees the good side, whatever the circumstances, and uplifts all those around her. In the letter, her gratitude for Lucy shines through. Mm-hmm. So having an attitude of gratitude, such as, I am grateful. I am free. I am healed. Mm-hmm. I am healed. I attract what's meant for me. Those are all positive affirmations. I am lovable. I am worthy of love. I am an unlimited being. This will help to remove obstacles. Friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self and others, appreciation, recognition, and self-esteem. So you could be sharing a very profound relationship or friendship with another person. And that's why maybe you got some haters, because these are the people who may have come in and tried to create some sort of illusion that they loved you, that they were your friend, that they valued you, they were grateful for you. I appreciate you. That's what I got. I love you. You're my best friend. I appreciate you. And the whole time they were a hater. So maybe you're awakening to see that situation. All right. So let's pull some tarot cards. Give me a little bit more wisdom about the balance. Take your time. Something about timing here. And I'm telling you, look, my phone is agreeing like crazy. So something about timing with the full moon in Pisces. Karma could be getting served for somebody here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. All right, so strength card. What did I say about the solar eclipse? So this is a sacral chakra card. So stand in your power, right? You are stronger than what you think you are. So the solar eclipse to the lunar eclipse, something big is about to happen. Here you are, a wounded warrior. Every time that these people try to knock you over, you got yourself right back up. You seen the strength in the wisdom, right? Took back your power, tamed that inner beast. For some of you, you may have a spirit animal around you. So yeah, 8, 9 could be significant. Maybe this will happen Sunday. Something happening, like I said, through this portal. This portal is very significant. So Sunday is a 9 energy day. The 9 energy talks about that wounded warrior, right? Going through that dark night of the soul. And everything that has knocked you over, all the pain, all the suffering, all the heartache, all the despair, you used that pain and turned it into power. You turned them wounds and turned them into wisdom. And that's what you're here to do. And you see that there is definitely strength in numbers when it comes to your social circle, right? So yeah, and look, see how her crown chakra is illuminated? Something about that crown chakra. Clearing out that cloudiness, trusting your intuition, staying in that state of balance with your head and your heart, staying in that state of balance with your masculine and feminine energy, and not allowing outside forces to control you. Because you got some haters who are chasing, maybe clout chasing, or try to cast illusions over you. All right. So gratitude, not King of Cups. So we have crown chakra coming through here. The King of Cups talks about, you know, this is somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who's very psychic, somebody who's trustworthy. So this could be a friend. Doesn't have to be a male individual. This talks about coming into your masculine and feminine, coming into that union with your masculine and feminine energy by trusting your intuition, listening to your heart space. For some of you, this could be Archangel Raphael coming through here, because he's a divine healer. So yeah, so you have a male individual. Look, the Chariot. So the Chariot talks about movement. It talks about success. You know, it talks about, you know, the moon could be in Cancer right now, but it definitely rules the root chakra here. Being able to move forward, right? Not allowing anybody to block you. We have 7, 8, 9, so that could be significant. So recognizing the repetitive patterns in your life and saying, okay, well, I'm going to change them patterns. You know, look how she's looking over at that. The repetitive patterns. Okay, I recognize that this is a repetitive pattern, right? I see that this is what I need to change to move forward. Change my thought process. Change my routine. Especially when it comes to your relationship with money. Yeah. Somebody has did the work. Somebody has put in the work. 5 of coins. So you may have some, this Knight of Coins could be blocked from coming your way. This is that clout chaser, right? That's like they wanted you alienated. They wanted you left out in the cold. They wanted you isolated from your family, your friend. They wanted you to feel all alone, right? That's that pain and suffering. Somebody that maybe you share a breath with. Somebody that you may share a soul contract with. Clarify the King of Cups with gratitude. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Somebody's coming in and bringing some sort of communication. The 8 of Wands talks about something that's going to move very, very quickly. And this is all about the root chakra. Something is going to move very, very quickly. And I feel like it's through this Lion's Gate. 8 Lion's Gate. August 13th could be significant, which is the day after the lunar eclipse. That Neptune in retrograde has a lot to do with this. Somebody could be going through some sort of a major awakening. Something, they're breaking free of something that has delayed them or hindered them. Also could be talking about with the unborn child, a sacrifice. Somebody tried to sacrifice a star seed. But guess what? It didn't. Now these people could be in this energy of hopeless. Yeah, look, 3 people. These 3 people celebrated too soon. This also could be talking about an addiction to the hopelessness, addiction to, you know, it talks about being blocked, right? Somebody trying to block somebody's crown chakra, somebody who, you know, maybe tried to, like I said, sacrifice a star seed. You know, gathered up people against them. The Three of Cups can talk about the community, people coming up against somebody. It can also talk about extended family, sibling, cousin. But something's going to move very, very quickly over the next few days. We're going to get deeper into it. Trust me. Look, Queen of Swords. So you have a king and a queen coming out. She's in her third eye. So you definitely have a couple. This talks about, look, I'm telling you, coming into that sacred union. Learning to trust your intuition. Learning to trust your, I'm telling you, somebody is connected to the Most High. And they're getting some sort of communication here, where they're learning to trust their intuition. They're learning to trust that higher self message. Going through some sort of an awakening about some sort of a connection. Look, Knight of Swords. So somebody could be letting go of the need to always be right. The Five of Cups in reverse talks about, you know, letting go of grieving, letting go of the woe is me, right? Six of Wands, because the victory, the battle has been won. Yes, somebody was in competition with you. These haters could have been in competition with you. They felt like, okay, well, you know, I don't have to. This also could talk about, you know, somebody who likes to violate somebody's boundaries, somebody who's been spiritually attacking somebody, somebody who's in competition with somebody here. And that's why you got the haters. So you may have a secret friend who is in secret competition with you. And you could have intuitively felt it or got some sort of a download, right? They could have been doing root work on you, trying to make you sick, trying to block your money, triangulating you from your friends, making you feel alienated, all right? So let's go ahead and get a final message from the angels. Again, only take the messages as they resonate, collective, please. Look, Odin, I'm telling you. Somebody could be on a twin flame journey or identify with being on a twin flame journey. The third eye is open. See the truth for what it is and listen to your intuition. I'm telling you, and you are. Right here. Your intuition is very, very powerful. You're highly empathic. Your psychic sight is on point. You need to start trusting your intuition. Trusting like your thoughts again, the crown chakra. So Odin is showing you something. Connect with music. I did all them shorts yesterday with music. And have faith. This is Archangel Michael's twin flame, humanity and benevolence. You are here to help humanity. You are spiritually supported. You have hope. Archangel Gabriel's twin flame. So this is about a twin flame journey here. All about a twin flame journey. And yesterday I did all this with music. And I had somebody, always somebody being an SA, right? Well, you just need to do this. And then I'm thinking, okay, I need to do it. You're attacking and I need to do it. Guess what? I just didn't respond. I just deleted the message. Don't tell me what I need to do. I have a hard time telling my own daggone self what to do. I don't need somebody outside of me telling me what to do. You're not happy with the video, then don't watch it, right? So we have stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. So Archangel Michael's twin flame telling you to stay calm. Stay calm. Because something may be popping off with these three haters. You've already learned that lesson. You've already gained that inspiration from that wound. Okay, you are definitely supported. Look at the angels close to you. Some of you could be praying. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So you have to ask the angels, you have to allow them to come in. Love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So you have Archangel Gabriel's twin flame and Archangel Michael's twin flame. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at the top of the deck. Yep. Your inner power. This is the masculine power. So you need to tame that inner beast, that masculine power that you have. Because something might be about ready to pop off from these clout chasers. These three individuals. They're mad. They're mad because they couldn't control your free will. They're mad because they couldn't control you, period. They're mad because you broke through the illusion of those wounds. And you didn't allow yourself to, like, you've seen the inspiration for the wounds, right? You gained the inspiration that you needed to. And instead of allowing them to control your narrative by casting illusions over you, you did prayer work. You allowed your divine support to come in and help you become more aware. And that's why you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups coming into that sacred balance. Choosing to stand in your power. Seeing the light of the situation. Trusting something. Something about dogs are significant here. So the King of Cups can very well be Archangel Gabriel as well, because he's the one who carries the golden chalice. So trusting them downloads, trusting the information that Archangel Gabriel gave you, or hope. Taking that sword of truth and cutting through the illusion that maybe these people were not your true friends. Seeing something. All right, there we go. That is your message for today. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I am greatly, greatly appreciative. I am grateful for all of your love and support, collective. Okay. I'm only able to get one video out right now. Depending on what happens for the rest of the day, I may come back on later. If not, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Remember that you're divinely protected. And remember to trust your intuition because you're being shown something. Have a great day.